Hey, this is EZ with Brothers Forge Gaming, and we're here today to talk about the Silver Surfer. For those of you who don't know who the Silver Surfer is, he is a comic book hero from Marvel, rides a cool silver surfboard, and flies around the universe protecting us all from the evil that lurks.
The Silver Surfer came onto the scene in the late 60s as part of the Fantastic Four comic series. He almost started off as a bad guy working for the planet destroyer Galactus, before discovering the hero inside him and ultimately saving the Earth and going on to protect the whole universe.
So that's enough about the comic books. Today we're here to talk about the NES version of the Silver Surfer. This is a notoriously hard game. It actually keeps coming up on people's top 10 hardest NES games to beat. It is a very difficult, challenging shooter. With that being said though, us being Brothers Forge, I just put this baby down. Took me a little bit, we'll say on my final run, did use the turbo feature on a NES Advantage, so, you know, whatever. I was button tapping all the way, and it just gets a little bit too frantic a couple times in a row, so I did make that a little bit easier on me, but still shows some good moves. So basically, we're just going to show you the complete of Silver Surfer right now on the NES, from start to finish, all bosses and the final stages. So hope you enjoy.
Whew, what an intro. If that doesn't get you ready to rock and roll, I don't know what will. Starting off here,
Groovy tunes.
there's a lot of good music in this. So it's cool, you can pick stages, you don't have to start off on...
Rubber ducky?
It is, I don't know what it
Can
is.
you
It
get
gives
it?
you points. You have to shoot it. And it sinks, you can sink it. I'm not sure though, it's like a random thing.
Killer
Who knows
soundtrack.
why and I think I'm pretty sure it's different from stage to stage, like or at least like world to world.
And this is from a maker I've never even heard of.
It was too hard probably back in the day. They're like, you have to have the right stuff.
The hell was it called again? Alpha?
Arcadia?
Arcadia, yeah. I wonder if it's the only game they've done. Whatever the case is, they did a great job.
I thought I'd seen that logo before though. It's like, hasn't it got the little swoosh, red swoosh thing on it and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Looks familiar. Maybe they're another name too.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, why
And then they
some
throw
games...
more. It's so random. They just throw like little baby rubber duckies up there, and you
Was
blow
there
them
another
up.
one?
There was like 3 of them. If you shoot them all, you get an extra bomb.
So random. It makes you wonder, like, why some games have just such great soundtracks. Like, why don't all NES games have great soundtracks? I mean, most of them do, but
Yeah. No, this has got really good sound.
does it come down to programming? Like, the people who make the game just didn't feel like putting good music in?
Yeah, right. Some of it gets really repetitive. Like they just didn't care at that point or something.
Yeah.
Well, because like you said, you think you'd be able to put more than like 2 tones. Some people are just like do 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 do. You're just like
Yeah,
oh.
especially some of the earlier games. What year is this, do you remember? Is it like 90? 91, maybe?
I think it was 91.
Maybe they were just more adept at...
So if you have never
Building
played the Silver Surfer though, basically it has, like I'm actually surprised it has really tough hit detection, as where you run into stuff more than you think you ever would, and it's one hit, one death. So
Can you crash into the wall?
yeah, like
hate
really bad. Like I said, I'm surprised I didn't wipe on that because like your head, you'll just randomly you hit
Looks like it's
everything.
fishing.
Like most good shooters too, your power-ups,
Good job!
having the power-ups is like the thing. Like once you're ready to rock and roll,
Well, you were saying you go on a pretty good run here, right?
Yeah, I think I started off. I think.
Oh, we're changing up the mechanics.
Yeah, a little top down now. And it's kind of funny. So if you see the way the other one shoots, this one you get like a spread, but the other one you have. It just shoots like
Double.
with you, double pretty much. But you can change it because you can shoot down and behind you.
Don't you get another option or just the one?
No, you get another one. At least on the top downs.
And you
right
can
there.
move. There it is. And you can move them front back, kind of thing. Shoot behind you, shoot to the side.
I'm trying to think if you can on the
other
platform levels.
That's pretty cool feature. What was that? Do you get screen wipers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what those balls are down there? Oh, BB.
BB. Yeah, the Bees are.
Are those your guys? What are those circular?
That's my
spear-
power-ups. Like
Oh.
that's my gun level, so I'm full.
You get 5.
Yeah, I got the most damage. I got extra spread.
That's neat how it shows your guy and then the villain you're hunting down. Very comic book.
Yeah, and it's neat too because it's one of those games where actually how I got through it is you can pick what stage you want to play, so it's like you can individually practice each stage kind of.
Oh,
I
what
did
got you?
take it. A stray bullet from behind. So yeah, I couldn't remember how many times I died in the beginning of this, but
Reptar.
see, I think
Reptar,
that was a good. You get checkpoints where you have to. You either start at the beginning of the level or you
Lost
can get
all your
like
power-ups.
yeah, and that's where it gets rough.
Not only your options, but your power level as well.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is this game it sends a lot of mobs after you, and it's really hard to kill them sometimes. It's a game where you have to know where they're coming.
That's cool.
You have to know the mechanics and stuff, because if you don't have a strong gun, you can't kill the ads. You have to like avoid them. That's later in some of these levels. The stuff will like heat seek after you. It's fucking really annoying. Like it beelines at you. Like it'll be like twirling at the top of the screen, and then it just like goes down and like murders you. You're like,
so
cool.
bad you killed that turtle. You're
Right?
flying over pot farms? Like, what's going on here? What planet are you on?
Yeah, what world I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? That's something I think the Silver Surfer goes around basically helping Galactus destroy planets. So these are probably all innocent people.
Yeah.
Like we're just going around and like murdering.
You sure hate fish. Like, that's
I just don't-
something you don't like in this. Those look like piranhas, though. So
They do.
I think that's okay.
Maybe him and Aquaman don't get along so well.
Nobody gets along with Aquaman.
That's what I hear. See, I don't have enough. Like, it's tough. You need
Yeah,
a
you
backwards
need-
option or something.
Or something that shoots a little lower. There are some really cool enemies in this.
Oh yeah.
Like it's riding a dinosaur. Is it like a dinosaur riding a dinosaur?
It is. It kind of reminds me of Warhammer. It's like a lizard riding a bigger lizard.
Lizard Man.
Lizard
Oh
man.
yeah,
riding
look
a
at
bigger
that.
lizard.
Is that his package? What's
Oh,
going on?
that was actually the boss. Yeah, some of the bosses they're not too tough.
Is he not wearing underpants?
It's
like
it's
what's
the
going
game
on?
in general.
very
no,
kid
dude,
friendly.
It's the Silver Surfer, dude. He's
He just puts his junk right in your face. Like
it is.
that.
He's encased in metal or something.
Mhm.
But
It's like that one guy from The Watchmen. I forget his name. The blue guy. Doesn't
like,
he
it
doesn't
kind
wear
of reminds
underpants
me of
either.
like a Bret Hart character or something.
This guy totally does.
Like, who am I after here?
Bret Hart. You know how much they love Bret Hart in these old games? What was that? Renegade? Or
The
Target Renegade? Which one was it?
One of those.
Every enemy you fight is Bret Hart.
Yeah. Really taking a
Hilarious. So you mentioned this makes the list of some of the harder NES games. But as I'm watching you play here, I'm noticing that it looks like it has a really high replay value, even after you beat it. Because just all the animations, the music,
Yeah. And
everything seems really good.
well, and unless you're really good. See, I still have something to shoot for. I beat this,
Yeah.
but I could
Spoilers.
go
Oh!
for a better time, or I could go for trying to do it without continuing, and then ultimately trying to do it without dying or something.
Good lord, do this without a shooter without dying? Are you crazy? Man, that would take some dedication.
Yeah.
Oh!
See if the littlest
Burst.
things. And just a one-hit death game,
This is a tough stage though. I think this is when I first played this. Is like the level I played, and I was like, "Yep, this game's too hard. I'm done."
Well, you got to, and it's the little things. You got to take out the things that spawn the ads. See, if you shoot the heads before they get to the top, they don't shoot.
Because they burst.
So now you see, I got the plan here. I'm shooting down. The white ones are free guys. So
yeah, this reminds me. I was playing in Sector X on Sega.
Ooh, I think that's a really good game. What's that? Sage's Creation or something? I liked some
That's some good stuff. But yeah, it reminds me a little bit of that with like how you have to just kill everything before it spawns or you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And it did the same kind of thing like the burst mechanics, like you killed the guy before he shot. Oh, pause. Is there any selectable things or that was just like...
No, I don't know, I might have been trying to see something about that extra gun. Because I got an extra thing, I was wondering. You can't get them on this level though, like I was saying.
Is that a statue of the Silver Surfer?
Look at all these, yeah.
That guy's like, feed me grapes.
It's pretty weird animations back there. It's like space, like what are they doing? There's like space pyramids and there's like, like half-naked like Roman dudes.
Totally weird. But yeah, no, that in Sector X game was nice because you could actually run into the terrain and it doesn't kill you. You know, like if you bump your head on the screen, top of the screen right here, you're probably dead, right?
You touch something, you're dead.
And a lot of shooters are like that, so it's nice to find ones where you can actually hit the. Because sometimes you're trying to, you know, you're cruising around and you run into the bottom of the screen and you're like, fuck! There goes my game.
See, well, and I don't know if it's a good or bad thing because you don't actually get speed in this, as like a lot of those games. You get like the speed up ability, which can just get dangerous.
Oh, all the time dangerous.
So this one you can kind of get used to what speed, but it's tough because you gotta do all this stuff too. Anything that your bullets are touching that like they don't go through, you can hit. So that's why you just gotta be shooting.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, I did have to go. I went with turbo. This I think was my second or third run, and I was tapping on a brick, and boy,
you almost have to. I mean,
I couldn't. It was tough.
That's another bar to set for yourself. So beat it on with turbo or whatever if you want, and then if you really want, go back and try to beat it with the brick. If you're into that.
I was gonna say this one keeps up pretty good. A lot of games though, turbo can affect the speed of your shots. You can actually like button tap a more rapid fire, but not having to press the button thousands of times. See, this level's tough because they're throwing all these like objects in my way.
I like all the ghouls, like eyeballs and ghouls.
Yeah, I thought that was only on certain levels, but it seemed like everything has been heads and like eyeballs, and well, I guess there's the fish guy.
Yeah. Very interesting level design and enemy creation.
See, and I got scared. You freak out because it's like you feel like you can run into that, but there's certain stuff you can fly over. It's like you never really know.
Rails?
Yeah, that's I got there thinking, how can I avoid these like rails?
It's weird. It's complete great soundtrack here. It's different, tons of tones. Great example of 8-bit music at its finest.
Yeah, that is a good point. You brought up that just some are. How are some so good? It's the composers and stuff. They do have actual music, composers and stuff for all this 8-bit stuff. Ooh. I just found out recently too. They do all these like the vinyls and have some soundtrack.
Ooh, that does sound cool.
I really want to get some sounds. I wouldn't mind sitting back and just listening to it, to be honest. I like when you get powered up because you can just cruise. It's like...
Ooh, a shocker. Oh, is it the boss?
Yeah.
Also, like a Herculean dude. So now the statues are starting to make sense. Oh, you just blew him away. Oh, he was the shielder. Oh, no.
Yeah, he was. The other guy was just like...
The old man wizard, like Warren.
But he gave up, obviously, after I destroyed his whatever.
Oh, okay. The robot guy.
Yeah, it's some sort of device. It kind of just, like you said, it looks like a little robot guy, but...
Can you reselect the stage after you beat it and
I don't think so. It
have to play it again and totally screw yourself?
No,
so
it fills it with that little bar. I don't even think you can move over it anymore. Like, it'll skip around.
just until you move off of it anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of like at the end of Zelda 2 when you beat a palace, you're like, it closes it with a brick, but as long as you don't move, you're still on it.
So
Which I always found was interesting.
Right? Like, how does that? That's almost just like a glitch. Because, you know, where else can you walk through the walls and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
But for that one time,
Yeah.
they like let your character move. God, that's a good game too.
Zelda 2? The Adventure of Link? I always thought it was the Adventures of Link, but there's no S.
Really?
Randomly. If you look at the title screen,
I guess that would make sense though, because it's a single adventure.
it feels like multiple adventures.
It does though. There's so many palaces.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to towns, you're going to palaces, you're going to scary caves. You know?
I might have to play that right after this recording.
Yeah. I'm almost glad that, yeah, you're doing that one, because it's a pretty long game. It really is.
Yeah, it's. I mean, even on a good, like a good speed run, like walkthrough playthrough is like 2.5 or something. So you gotta think I'm grinding them out like 30 minutes at a time, and you know it'll take me a little bit. It's been fun, man. It really inspired me. Like, you know, not playing it all that often and never get through it, so like beating out of me, you know, I'll be like, oh, that's great. Right, I really start to, I think I'm pretty focused. After I learned more about switching my gun angles and stuff on these levels.
Well, it's reminding me a little bit of Thunderbirds, another complete we did here at Brothers Forge, if you want to check that out. You get to, once you start unlocking the power-ups, you can switch like from the front full force shot to a behind to one that circles around. Kind of reminded me a little bit of that.
That's cool to be able to interchange, like, see that, like, I don't know.
It. Because even in some of these games with bombs, it goes at a wrong angle and you're never getting the right shot.
I will tell you though, it's tough because if you want to shoot like below you, and then if you have to shoot in front of you again, you have to move it to the back. You know,
yeah,
you can't just like skip it back forward. So it's like it takes that extra time. Sometimes that can be deadly.
Oh yeah.
But they make some of the bosses, especially the last boss, spoiler, that you have to use all the shots. You like have to have that, and you have to be able to shoot like down behind you. Because that's the one thing is you can't redirect your shot behind you. So that's the only way, you know, to shoot behind you.
Oh, those are free guys. Silver surfer,
yeah.
Silver color.
Like white S.
You get that good one-up noise. An infamous sound effect if you're an old school gamer. Usually people think about the Mario one.
Yeah, man, this is a good game. Really, it's not like it's not too much.
Reasonable for
reasonable price
for a moderately rare game. With the CD usually being $40-50.
Hard enough to play too. Like I said, I had to. I got down for like 2 or 3 days playing runs on it.
Well, what's nice too is it has a selectable level. So if you're getting stuck on one level, the game isn't over for you. You can try again on a different level.
That's what
Not
really.
too many games offer that.
That's what really makes it. In fact, yeah, the first time I was playing it, I didn't beat anything. So then started playing one again, you start knowing the level, so it's like I beat that reptile level. That's why I picked that one first. It's the first level I beat.
This guy's the Fire Lord.
Then
underwater with the fishes and stuff.
Yeah. Then you pick. You just keep picking levels, and that's what basically made me go for this. Which I'm really glad that I got it, because I was able to beat 3 or 4. I was able to beat all the levels except for one. And I was like, you know what? I think I can do it. You know, I didn't know if I'd get it complete or not, but that's started the recording and let's do it again. And coasted, did do pretty well here in the beginning. But then again, it's one of those shooters. I think I get to this one stage and I'm just like, why?
Contagious.
And you get free guys, obviously. What was that? 100,000 maybe?
Oh,
Free
nice.
guys.
It's always good when you can earn free guys. That intro was really cool, man, that you did. I liked that a lot. It got me thinking, too, about just there's something about video games. I mean, we've got art, we've got music, we've got cinema. Those things all seem to kind of just keep to their own, if you will. But video games seem to blend all of those parts of our culture into one thing. So, because you did that cool thing with the comic books. It just got me thinking, okay, well that's this artistic comic book thing added into a video game. And then we've got this amazing soundtrack and animation. So it just seems to blend every really cool part of our culture into one amazing experience that you can interact with. Like if you're a book collector or maybe you collect art or whatever, it just kind of sits there. You can look at it and observe it and make whatever amount of that looks pretty tough. You can make whatever amount of remarks about it, but you can't. A video game you can interact with. Like you're playing this right now, you're beating this, you're living this experience. You're getting all your senses are being indulged at one time, and it's just incredible.
And I think that's on kind of the same subject. A lot of the, we get really excited and we really enjoy beating a game just to get a cutscene. Or
that still frame cutscene.
We always talk about animations and stuff, and that goes back to that comic book thing. It's like I play this game, and I do so well that they give me this additional art, only seen by playing through the game. Even full animation. It's like almost like watching a cartoon for brief moments.
Exactly.
In my video
that you're
playing. Yeah, so it's like I'm playing it. I'm seeing great. Look at the art, like the background.
This level has some of the best artwork yet I've seen.
In fact, I want to say what's helping them out. Who knows? I'm not a designer or anything, but since it's space and they have like a black backdrop, they can really focus on everything they do put in there.
Yeah.
And kind of beef it up. Because the other levels are just like stars in the background.
Yeah.
Blackness. So it's like...
This one's like a haunted mansion. We got pumpkins, we got fire, we got...
I couldn't let them live.
Cemetery.
But those pumpkins, it's super funny back in that cave. If you let one go, there's a spike. And it hits the spike and it sticks through the pumpkin, and the pumpkin sticks to it. And it's kind of cool.
Ooh. I don't know if it's that we're just very partial to NES games because that's kind of what we grew up with, but I don't know, man. NES is just so great. It offers the most variety, I feel like, and just all around. It's just so good. What was that on the free guy? Oh no, that's just the music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cutting in there to give them a good
Fire Lord. Kind of looks like Chitara in the Thundercats. The other guy I thought looked like Beastman, the last boss he fought.
See, I think I died a few times right here. Like that. Maybe not, but this is a tough spot. No, because I have all my power-ups still. So.
And he's making this look kind of easy at home there, folks. But you blink your eye for 1 second, you take your hand off the controller, scratch your nose. Whatever those things are right there will kill you.
Yeah, one hit, one death, dude.
You bump the controller up a little bit too high.
Death.
Now, did you go with a turbo using the adapter, or did you use an advantage?
I actually used an advantage just because I was lazy. I was really, really scared. That's kind of why I really don't move a whole lot. I try to beat the stuff, to the punch, but
because sometimes the joystick gives you too much control.
In this game, I actually had that problem where I would, you're trying to do something, and it's really what it is the overcorrect. You'll get into like a tunnel, and you'll hit down, and you'll freak out, so you jam up, and then you run up into the thing, or vice versa. You go, I'm getting close to the top, I gotta jam down, and you just slam into this thing.
Yeah, so I have that problem with the joystick sometimes. Even though it's nice to have, it's better on your hand and everything.
See, I need to be shooting down right here. This level's, I remember it being, I had some trouble with it. Even though I think I'm up to like 9 guys, so maybe I didn't.
So what's going on here? You were telling me a little bit about the Silver Surfer. He's kind of like a not so well-known comic star for some reason,
really
although
is.
he's pretty much a badass.
Yeah. And I don't know if...
Underlooked, I guess.
You know, like the people... The Fantastic Four really didn't make like a huge comeback.
They tried.
And that's where he's originally from. But he actually...
From that line of comics.
He's coming back because they're starting to get with all this modern Marvel stuff.
Yeah, it's Marvel, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they're what they just do, the Civil War, that era, that era is starting to bring like World War IV and the like Affinities Gauntlet and stuff like that. Like Doctor Strange becoming part of the Avengers is ultimately going to also create, because Doctor Strange is one of the really powerful guys who, basically Galactus from the Planet Eater. And Thor's dad, maybe, and
Odin?
and a couple guys. Like, I mean, there's like a huge battle of gods where our guys are like, are not that like, we're not even all that powerful. But the Silver Surfer is one of the most powerful guys. Like, he's more like he's out there fighting universally.
Yeah, he's in space, like.
But it's just he's like fighting like planets, like. I don't know. He when he came to town in like the final or Fantastic Four and stuff, it's like he was pretty much like a god compared to like them.
Well, some of those guys, like you're talking about, they see him as an enemy, right? Because he's so powerful.
Well, it's not that actually. There's the story where he's actually was not human, but he was an alien on another planet,
a human, though, kind of
like a human, and.
Mephisto?
He was like a astronomer or something, like a Scientologist. I mean, a scientist. Oh, you got that stuck in my head. But yeah, and they came to destroy his planet, and he bargained with Galactus to save the planet, but he got turned into basically the minion that goes around for the guy who destroys all the planets and like basically gets the planet all ready for like destruction. He goes in and just like wipes it out and stuff, but he went to Earth and ended up turning good, getting banned.
It is Mephisto. Dude, sometimes I forget I'm watching an NES game when I'm watching this.
So, I will have to point this out. I did just have 9 guys. I have 2 now. So this is
like a rough part.
This is the first time that I've ever played this part too. This got me. This murdered me, so I screamed. I'm like, I am over it.
Sometimes you got to.
That killed me like 3 or 4 times.
That's what they're for. You don't want to die with them in your pocket.
And that's what you spawn right there. You get one every time you die and respawn. So
you can pick them up, extras.
Yeah, they're tougher to find though. Like in that one level, you had to kill the ducks or shoot the ducks. I don't know if you're killing
rubber duckies.
You kill those ducks! In fact, I don't know how to get them in. They're like hidden and stuff.
Free guy.
Climbing back, dude.
Section complete. Are there checkpoints or you have to beat a section, basically?
No, there's so you start a section. I think there's one midway checkpoint.
Per section or
so?
so?
Per section.
Fuck it, screen wipe it.
Well, if you notice, I only have 1 guy.
Yeah. Ooh, boss fight. Or mid-level boss.
No, this is probably him.
Oh.
No.
It's like a dryad.
This is only
sword.
section 2.
It's like a tree man.
Yeah, this guy's like the nature guy, apparently.
Yeah,
that was it.
So
that
strong.
was it. Nice. So, I didn't have to continue yet.
Oh, you're building the device piece. I get it now.
Yeah,
It only took me 5 levels to understand, but here you go.
Well, I have all the those pieces now. There's only one piece left, so here it
Oh.
is. This is extra stuff right now.
Nice. Reminds me of a He-Man character a little bit with that helmet on.
It looks funny too because I think it's normally purple, and it looks red in that. What's inside the magic domain? So cool.
Dude, we gotta revisit the Punisher. This is really making me
boy.
want to check out
I
the
also
Punisher.
would like to get Punisher on.
Frank
Look
Castle!
at this. Look at this. This is the Cena sound. That's rad, dude. That's
Yeah, it's Galactus right there, right?
and then this takes you to here where you fight that crazy guy.
That guy looks like a crazy vampire or something. He is, he's gotta be. He's wearing a cape. What other villain wears a cape besides
It's the actual guy. He's like in the comic books. Like you know the pinball game in there, Infinity's Gauntlet?
Yeah.
All of these characters are in there. Silver Surfer, Doctor Strange, the guy I fight here at the end. That one's like, that's... I don't know. For some reason this came out, but I love playing Zen Pinball on my Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
And I have a really good selection of games, but I have all of the Marvel games. There's like 20 of them. And some of them relive all these like old comics that they haven't even remade movies for. And they're just, they're awesome. They're really fun games for pinball games to like flip your machine upside down
Yeah.
and like take away gravity and stuff.
I liked that Walking Dead board you had. That was really good.
That's right, dude. That's like the
That was
other.
one of my favorite ones I've
Isn't
played.
that the other like story or? It's
Yeah,
not like
I think
the
so. It's
TV
the comic.
one.
It's the comic. Yeah, not the AMC one. It's the actual comic follows that one.
Yeah, had different characters. And stuff.
They probably didn't want to pay for the rights for that. For the AMC one.
Oh yeah, and so by the way, I had to continue like instantly.
How many
after starting
continues
this
do you
level.
get?
I think you get 3.
Not even unlimited?
Oh no,
Rough.
no. That's why I played this game 2 or 3 times and ran all my continue stuff.
Wow.
And I never got to the stage.
So he's just Bala, beating hard-ass games.
I had to watch the original footage. I continued. I actually want to say continued 3
Oh,
times.
man.
So I was either on
Those
my
look like
last.
scary babies or something.
Dude,
What
they
are
come
they?
in. They come in so hot. Too.
Oh, man.
This section is. This whole last level is hard. What did I beat the first 5 stages of the game without continuing? I think I had to continue
Heyo, free guy at 100 thou. Nice.
at least twice. Maybe even 3 times, and I think you only get 3 or 4 continues. Like you don't get as many as you think. Because I remember when I got serious, I was like, well, I'll just keep continuing, playing. And they tell you your game's over. This part was really hard. I die if I don't... Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
I
Oh,
died
man.
there a lot. See, watch. If you don't go to the top, they'll
Yeah.
come back up and get you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they follow you.
Uh-oh, that one was possessed. More possessed than the other one.
I do really well on all the boss fights, to be honest. Boss fights are, it's the level. This is again kind of like an Abadox or something like that, where the level itself is the challenge. Like the bosses are there to provide like a tough fight.
Whoa, look at that.
Right, and so the green things you can run into, but you can go over the yellow
middle.
part.
Oh, okay. Over the mouths. I wouldn't want to drive over the mouths. No, I don't know, there might even be more shooters than platformers on these early, systems, but this one seems to have a very unique style compared to some of the ones where you can just, this is R-Type, this is Gradius, this is all the same game every time I play it.
Did they make another one that had, so you can run to that middle section? There's a lot of crap to run into on the last stages. It's ridiculously hard.
But yeah, this is definitely giving me more of an Abadox vibe for sure.
I'm trying to think, is there another, you said Thunderbirds, I guess, but something where you switch your shots and, I don't know, it's just got a lot of unique,
I don't remember it from that many games. I think it might be unique to this and the game, Thunderbirds. There might be another one out there.
Because, like, I don't know, like, I'm just thinking about the final boss, and you watch the mechanics, it's like, it's crazy.
Bubbles! Watch out for those bubbles. They'll get you every time. Bubbles are notoriously difficult enemies in these games. They look like cacti.
And the good thing about this game is once you get it down, it's not like you can breeze, you know, sometimes you learn a game and you can beat it in 20 minutes. This is going to take you 40, this is basically, if you go watch other completes or whatever, it takes 40 minutes, you know, to do this. And I did a pretty good job wiping out, you know, deaths and stuff, not stringing you guys along.
Is that a
lobster?
lobster?
Yeah, it was. Some sort of lobster.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I always thought it was cruel to eat lobster, the way they cook
Isn't there
them.
a crab
Crab people?
constellation?
Yeah.
It looked like a star or constellation or something maybe. So here it is. This first part is... Oh wait, no, this is hard. I might...
This is the last level.
Yeah, and oh, that's right. So the other stages, the boss level, which is the third stage, isn't very long. It's like you start the stage, you get to the boss.
Gives you giving you some power-ups, maybe, hopefully, at least?
Yes, this one gives you a ton of power-ups because it's long, it's hard, and you have to fight the end boss of the game. Watch this one. I died a bunch of times, but this is the only way to get what you truly need. Gotta wait it out. Now watch. Notice? It dropped one of the drops that doesn't kill you is the extra ball.
Ah.
To give me my
I thought
option.
I saw that dropping out of there.
Yeah. It, like... so that's
little grubs.
That's how you get your option.
Is that an elephant?
Yeah,
Aw,
and this is messed
for
up
elephant?
because, see, it shoots it down there and it splashes back up, and that's what kills you. So you have to wait for it and wait for the splash.
Yeah, it's really sad. I forget what I was watching, but it almost like made it look like they use elephants as slaves for everything. So they're like pulling them out of circuses and stuff. There's just all this stuff going on. They're a lot more human than people realize.
Yeah, and well, they've been used for a long time. Here's the boss fight,
Just
though.
because they're so big.
Watch this.
I love his boots.
Right, it's pretty funny.
I like how they go from purple to like gray as you're hitting them. This is awesome.
But see, you have to turn down. You have to do all these shots to, like, get through this. But yeah, this is it. This is the big end fight. If you die here, I think you go all the way, like, back to the beginning of the fucking level.
Yeah, okay, so no checkpoints.
On this final stage, yeah.
Straight to the boss. He's not doing anything too crazy, but...
Once you get him into this mode, right, here in a minute.
Oh, is there another phase?
Well, he comes in real hot. Like, you do enough damage to him, see, now he goes out that way, and now watches, like, he's running.
Hyped up.
He starts shooting massive.
Did your screen wiper clear those bullets?
Yes,
Like that?
that's why I did that.
Yeah, the wave pattern.
Nice, dude.
He's taking some damage. And a complaint a lot of people have too is you don't know how much health he has. You just gotta keep firing bullets.
He doesn't blink or anything. Like, there, now he's dead. Woo! What a run, dude. Very, very happy. Brothers Forge Gaming, putting down another really tough game. And just really excited to do so. So basically, we're gonna leave you with some end animation, few credits. Maybe not, but you get some end animation and some cool stuff. And basically, that is the Silver Surfer complete on the NES. We have saved the world, just like we like to do. The universe, even. Not just the world. So hope you enjoyed this complete, and check out all of our other content and all of our other great gameplay, and we'll catch you next time.